Hey guys, Diceplay22. I'm going to be doing a my thoughts and opinion on Dissidia 012. Now, if you watch my FF7 rant, yeah, that was disgraceful. I'm sorry. I will promise this will be nothing like that, because this is more of a my thoughts discussion thread. Anyway, here we go. First thing I'm going to start out with is the roster. Of course, you got your common returners. New characters. Lightning, saw that coming. Kane, creator wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do a sequel. Well, in this case, a prequel. What you notice, I put like a little bit emphasis on that. Why I did that, I will get to later. Tifa, I don't know if this is true, but I heard the creator wouldn't do a sequel or prequel without her either. Vaughn, saw that coming. Laguna, feel like they trolled us with Laguna. Yuna, I hate the most on this roster. Laguna, he doesn't even live up to his originality that he did in Final Fantasy VIII. Instead, they just freaking buffed him up with all these new freaking weapons and everything that he didn't even have in Final Fantasy VIII, and gave him this limit break move that he didn't even have in Final Fantasy VIII. So this is basically, so in my case, my thoughts for Laguna probably are, okay, this is just an original character in some other character's body. That is basically my thought on Laguna. Yuna, I hate the most because she defies the summon system. Okay, why do we have summons for bonus abilities and effects that help affect the battle? But what does Yuna do? She summons actual CG rendered into the battle Aeons, or summons, or Edelins, where the frick you prefer to call them. But yeah, I do not like Yuna just because of this factor. Now, if it were Gun Yuna or something like that, I'd be okay. But as everyone knows, 10-2 is a spin-off from 10 continuing the story, so that can never happen. Now I'm going to discuss costumes. Warrior Light is pretty nice. References the first warrior from the first game. Garland, I don't like Garland's that much, even though it is a reference off the original artwork. You could see or look up. I just don't like it because, I don't know, I just feel like Furion just drank some evil juice, took some steroids, and there's Garland's new costume. Furion feel like it's too much of a reference off the first Warrior Light. I don't know if it's original artwork. I'd have to do more research to it. Emperor I actually like because it's the... Sorry, tilting the camera too much. Emperor, it's okay because I feel it's a good reference to the actual CG rendered in cutscene Dawn of Souls movie Emperor. Onion Knights I hate the most because you know that original artwork you'll see of a warrior on the cover of Final Fantasy III or Final Fantasy III DS, whichever version you prefer. There's this warrior, looks like would be about Cloud or Squall's age. I feel they could have made him into an actual character based off original artwork, kind of how like Warrior Light is. But no, they just go and make it an original costume for Onion Knight. Cloud of Darkness, I feel the costume is lousy, has no place being there, just doesn't even make sense. Cecil's, I really haven't looked at yet. Golbez, hate it. Absolutely hate it. Okay, we got shirtless Sephiroth. Why do we need shirtless Golbez? Seriously. Are fangirls just crushing on Golbez now or something? Someone tell me, because I don't understand. Bart's Clauser or Boots, whatever. Yeah, I can't even get the pronunciation for the Japanese original. I feel is really good because I feel like it represents the more original character. X-Death, just without his helmet, really? Like we care about what his actual head looks like, but okay. Tina Branford. Notice I don't call her Tara because I honestly do not like English name adaptations. You could tell this if you knew me and how much of a G Gundam fan I am. Kefka, I feel the costume is lousy just based on the original sprite, which is okay. I have no problem with that. Now, if you heard me in the FF7 rant about things I said about Kefka, truth be told, I just don't like Kefka because something happened in my childhood with me and clowns. Now, despite that spin-off issue, let's move on ahead. Cloud Strife, I feel the costume is okay, but really just, Sephiroth-like, Squall-like, Ultimecia, reference to Edia, cool. Zidane, I find, what the heck is this? Kujas, okay. Titus, once again, we don't need another shirtless character. Jekt, we have enough of that. Shantato, really haven't taken a look at yet. Gabranth, why didn't they just put in Bosch himself? And Lightning, I do like the Ayabrea reference, even though I've never played the Third Birthday or the other games in that series. Now, what I want to really discuss is the story of 012. Now, you'll notice why I put the emphasis on prequel. What the heck, Square Enix? This probably isn't Square Enix's fault. They were trying to... Maybe I don't know. They were trying to develop a story, but we fantards and fanbrats, we just loved the first fighting game so much. We just kept demanding and asking, sequel, 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 sequel. Please, when there's going to be a sequel? Okay, to me, this is something I would have patiently waited for. I would have waited until after, in the future, they came out with at least Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 16 to 17. I would not have rushed it right away. That is why we have such a bad story. Why do I call it bad? Because, prequel. And what does prequel mean? We're going to be fighting Chaos again. If you watch my FF7 rant, you know I mentioned some stuff about Dissidia and Chaos. Now, I have nothing against Chaos in the first game, but making a second game, you know he's going to be a recycled boss, and I don't like that. What I would have done, I would have made a direct sequel, actually a new cycle after the first game, and called it 014. Because, if you remember, they never destroyed Shinryu. Shinryu is what always resets the cycle. So destroying Chaos really never mattered, because Shinryu could just bring Chaos back. And what I would have done for this 014, if they decided to do it instead, is, for one, I would fight Shinryu, or I would make Shinryu an actual boss. somehow rendered into a combat fighter. And then, let me see. Now, despite some of the negatives about this game, let's take a look at the positives. This new map system, that's pretty good, because, tell you the truth, I did not like the whole board thing. Nobody did. The board thing was just pathetic. I felt it was... I just felt like, oh my gosh, I may as well just play Final Fantasy Tactics. Some other positives. The arenas. Even though I've never played 6, I'll still say this, we are getting Phantom Train, which is pretty cool. From it looks like in Final Fantasy 9, we're getting Prima Vista, which is okay. We're getting Sky Fortress Bahamut. And then the music. It looks like they're remixing that one battle theme for when you fight Genova in the 3rd disc before Sephiroth in the big mutated ball thing. Well, I know what Genova is, I just don't know how to describe the boss. And, another thing, Dissidia 012 Prologus Final Fantasy? Is this like the story before the story? I don't know, if they're making just this demo that's supposed to be a story before a story, I really don't feel I'm going to like that. So, in my overall opinion, it feels like Dissidia 012 was just a rushed game and an excuse for Square Enix to just take more money out of our wallets. If they actually just ignored the fans, took their time on this, I feel like we would have gotten a way larger roster and a way better story. Oh yeah, speaking of roster, another positive I will give the roster is Gilgamesh, whatever you prefer to call him. My friends prefer to call him Giglamesh for some reason. Another thing on the roster, which I find okay, but not really knowable to my knowledge, is Prish. Because I never played 11, probably never will until I get a well-paying job and probably a career to pay the monthly fees. Well, I probably won't be making a part 2 of this. I won't be this, and I hope you guys find this little tiny rant type of thing okay, because I really tried my hardest not to make it like the FF7 Bashers rant, because I know that was pathetic, and I am very sorry once again. Anyway, I did pre-order this game because it is a fighting game, and if you know me well enough, you will know I love fighting games. Probably more than RPGs, which is kind of ridiculous, and something that could probably get me killed for my own opinion, but hey, we all like our genres. So yeah, I'm reaching the 15-minute limit here, so I really need to end this right now. See you guys, and tell me your thoughts on the game. Alright, well, DiceBoy22, out.